guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new, welcome, and if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back for another video. In today's video, we're talking about my June favorites. Yes, we're talking about my June favorites, and I'm gonna have a couple of items that aren't makeup, but then the rest of it will be makeup, and we're gonna be putting those favorites on my face today. So if you want to see what I was really enjoying in the month of June, then definitely stay tuned. All right, so I'm sure I'm not the only person that saw the collaboration between Kelsey and Kinky Sweat and Glam Girl Chelsea and Mo Makeup More Beauty. I say more makeup, Mo Makeup Mo Beauty. They had a collaboration featuring the book called Palette, and so I saw that collaboration. I went on Amazon and picked that book up, and they were having a buy two get one free for books, so I bought 2 of those books to gift to a friend. And then I was looking through other books that I wanted to add on, and I found this beautiful book here called How to Slay: Inspiration from the Queens and Kings of Black Style, and this is by Constance C.R. White. Do you guys see the size of this book? This book is beautiful. So I picked this up because, you know, on Amazon I think you can scroll through and see like a little sampling of the book and things like that. It has so many beautiful pictures and things, and it's just talking about fashion and how black people, you know, these kings and queens that they've mentioned in the book, have influenced fashion and style over the years. So I just thought it was really cool. So it's got a lot of, you know, large pictures and stuff, and it's a beautiful book. And it's so large, and so it's not only pictures, it's got, you know, blurbs and things like that at the beginning of each chapter. It talks, you know, it has little information, you know, about who the person is in the picture and like what they're wearing and things like that, and it's just really cool. I think it's a really cool book. And so we've got like Selena, not Selena, gosh, Venus and Serena Williams are in here, of course, the Obamas, Naomi Campbell, so many. You just saw Janelle Monáe in here, look, Kerry Washington and things, and I just think this is great. So I've been reading through it and of course flipping through the pages and stuff, and I think it'll be a great coffee table book if you guys, you know, have coffee table books. But yeah, it is on Amazon. I think it's around $40. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. Just gonna hold you for a bit. Okay, so the next item that I was really feeling during the month of June was a show on Netflix, and it is called Queen of the South. Have you guys seen this show? I think it is amazing. I have watched all the seasons already, but it's very interesting. It's got some action in there, and it's just, what is it about? It's about a woman, it's about the cartels from Mexico to America and things like that, and this lady who's basically caught in the crossfire between these cartels and how she navigates, you know, from being kind of enslaved by them to being at the top of the food chain. So it's probably not the most, like, it's not family friendly or anything like that, but it's just something that I found on Netflix, decided to try it out, and it kept my interest for me to watch all 4 seasons that are on Netflix. And then I'm looking forward to when it comes back on TV for season 5, and it shows on USA. So y'all let me know if you guys watch that show. I think it's very interesting. And yeah, I liked it a lot. So I was watching that a lot in June. Now we're gonna get into the makeup. So I think I've got about 8 makeup favorites that we're gonna talk about. The first one is going to be the Danessa Myricks foundation Vision Cream Cover. I talked about it in my Black Owned Makeup Brands video, and I am in the shade N09. Now, I did not realize this when I went onto her site, that you could buy samples. So she does have samples available for $4 each. If you are considering this foundation and you weren't quite sure about what shade you are in this foundation, then you can, you know, get some samples, $4 each, not too bad. but I went ahead, because I didn't know about them, I went ahead and just got this full size. Thankfully it works well for my skin and the shade is nice. So one thing that I also did not mention to you guys in my balm video is that this does have a little bit of fragrance. I am not the biggest fan of the fragrance. I don't mind fragrance in my products. There's nothing, you know, it doesn't irritate my skin, but this isn't that great of a fragrance. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It's just some like floral scent, and I'm not into floral scents all like that unless they are mixed with something else that can kind of come together nicely with the floral scent. This has a, you know, slight floral scent to it. So just FYI in that regard, but it is a beautiful foundation and I've used it quite a lot since I've picked it, you know, since I ordered it last month. So what I'm doing now is just doing a little bit of priming. So I'm gonna use maybe a half a pump, maybe a, you know, 3/4 of a pump, but you don't need a lot at all. The coverage is just absolutely beautiful. So nice and medium to full coverage with a half a pump. Of course, you're definitely going to get a full coverage with a whole pump. So it's up to you what you prefer your coverage level, but this is a beautiful foundation. Okay, so I'm concealed and powdered in the concealed areas. Now I'm going to contour, and so for that I'm going to use my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate in Intensity 3. So I saw that a lot of things on Nordstrom were discounted for Tom Ford. Not everything, not the more popular items, not the foundation stick, things like that, but some other things were, and this was one of them. I think it was on sale for like $60-something. So I picked it up. This works for me, yes. So I like it. I think it blends out very nicely, and yeah, I am a fan of this. So we're just gonna go ahead and get it on my brush. This is a synthetic brush. It is a Royal & Langnickel BOM 185. And I just press this into the hollows of my cheek, and it just blends so nicely. I don't need to go in and do a lot of, like, you know, circular motions or anything like that. I just press it in where I want it to be the most intense, and then, you know, just pat around that area to kind of, you know, make sure it's faded nicely into the rest of the face. So you guys can see what that one looks like, on what it looks like on that side. And as far as the shine is concerned, let's take another brush, or the, you know, the white product here. It's like, I feel like it's like a clear balm. I don't think it has too much color to it, if at all. I think it has a slight iridescence to it, but it just gives your skin like a nice dewy finish, at least in my opinion. So I'm going to take another synthetic brush into the white thing there. Okay, and then just, oh gosh, I put too much on the brush, but you can see what I'm talking about. But it's really pretty. Really pretty. Because it's clear, it's kind of hard to see how much you've got on your brush, and it doesn't disrupt your foundation underneath, so it's really good. For my next favorite, the Danessa Myricks Vision Cover. This is just a stunning blush. Bruh, this is the blush I used in the balm video. Blend this out real easily and nicely and with no issue at all. Look at that color. Look at that blend. It's just so beautiful. So I did see that she was having a sale, like 30% off, but I had done the absolute most in the month of June, so I just did not go ahead and, you know, get more of these. But July's a new month, and she had a 30% off sale for her complexion products, so like foundation, powders, bronzer, primer, things like that. So I got a couple more items to try from Danessa Myricks, and they are supposed to arrive today. But anyways, look at this blush. So this has the same smell as the foundation, but it goes away in time. It's not something that gives me a headache. It's not like Huda. It's not like Fenty as far as like the intensity of the fragrance, but it is there. Next, we are going to use another Tom Ford product. This is the Skin Illuminating Powder Duo in the shade Incandescent. I did use this in my demonstration of the Wayne Goss Artist Collection brush set. That is another favorite of mine. However, I more so enjoy the large and the medium brush. Those are the ones that I've been using more often than the third one. However, they're only available as of now in a set. I don't know if he has plans to break the set up and, you know, when he restocks, and allow them to be purchased individually. But here I'm going in with the medium into the blush portion, and I'm just gonna put that right at the apples of the cheeks. I don't want to change up the color of my blush too much, but you guys can see how pretty, how smooth, how luminous this blush is. So pretty. And then I will use the small brush in the highlight and just go over that illuminating product from Tom Ford that we had previously laid down. Look at that highlight, y'all. So pretty, so pretty. The Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Okay, I know I contoured with the, you know, Shade and Illuminate palette, but I do want to talk about this bronzer. It is really nice. I've been using it very consistently since it came in the mail in June, and I'm very happy that I have it. Of course, I have it in the deepest shade. I use my Artist Large, just going in to add some warmth. Okay, I really like this. So that is another favorite. Blends very nicely. The color is very beautiful. Trying to fix this hair a little bit. Yeah, the color is very beautiful, and it works for my skin tone. I like it. All right, so favorites for eyeshadow. You already know that I had to put in the Divine Rose 2. I don't know, I think this came out at the end of May. But I've been using this for the better portion of June. So good. Okay, so good. And then you guys already know the bronze palette from Natasha Denona. Fantastic. Both of these are extremely high quality, so beautiful. I think we're going to do one eye with one and another eye with the other, and then we will be done. Let's start with the bronze palette. All right, I'm going to go in with Deep Dive on the inner and outer corner. This shade is so beautiful. I really like it. It is one of my favorites in the palette. I wish she had, like I said, come out with some more deepening shades like this with this type of intensity. I'm gonna wipe that off, blend out into the transition area, making sure that this is, of course, nicely faded. I'm gonna go into Magma lightly. I don't want too intense of a, you know, color effect from this, and I'm just using this in the transition area to blend out Deep Dive, taking that above the inner corner as well, so throughout the entire transition area. I'm going to take Deep Dive again on my lower lash line, get that smoky effect going there. I'm going to take some glitter glue on the center. Bliss. It's the pink toned one that has a shift to it of like bronzy gold or something like that. I'm gonna take that on my finger and put that in the center. Actually, it's a pink to a greenish shift. I'm gonna go in with Rhodium next, and I'm going to put that on either side of Bliss. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. And so Rhodium, the effects of Rhodium on this look are subtle, but they are there. It just helps fade that Bliss nicely into the deep purple of Deep Dive, and it is just so pretty. All right, I'm gonna go into True Bronze right here. This is the Chroma Crystal. Prop that right on the brow bone. So that adds a subtle shine to the brow bone, nothing too intense. It is a chroma crystal, so it's kind of giving you more of a topper effect versus like an intensity. All right, I'm gonna take that same shade, True Bronze, on a pointy brush and put that on the inner corner. And I'm gonna take that same brush and kind of add a little bit more intensity. Let's move on to the Divine Rose 2. All right, so for our Divine Rose 2 eye, I'm going to go in with Extreme Burgundy here, all over. I did that before. I did this all over the lid before, didn't I? I sure did. Let's try something different. All right, I'm gonna go in with Divine Dusk, this shade next to Extreme Burgundy. All right, glitter glue is all over the lid. I'm going to go in with Divine Dusk on the lid with my finger and then blend out into the crease. So let's do it. This is a pretty shade. Very pretty. So this is so pretty. Like, just looking at it in the pan, it doesn't look like it's going to give you so much pink sparkle, but there's a lot of pink sparkle in this shade. Very pretty. I'm going to take that same shade with a small brush and put that in the crease and fade up, so that in using this brush I'll get more of the base color to fade up versus as much, instead of like a bunch of glitter. But you know, some is gonna go up there, that's fine. I do want some depth in this look, so I'm gonna go in with Extreme Burgundy right here on the crease, or on the outer V. Rose Seduction, the bright pink. I'll put that on the inner corner. We're gonna see how that looks. This is such a pretty shade. I'm gonna fade that up into the inner corner of the lid, so that it fades nicely into Divine Dusk. I'm going to take a dot of Astral Pink Moon, that one there, one of my favorites in this palette, and press that right on the center of the inner corner. So we've got some of the Rose Seduction right on the inner corner and on the inner portion of the lower lash line, and then layered on top of Rose Seduction we have Astral Pink Moon right on that center of that lower lash line, or of that inner corner. All right, and then I'm gonna take Bronze Rosé 005, and we're gonna see how that looks on the brow bone. I think that looks nice. I'm gonna add on top of that Sublime Rose Opal right at the high point of the brow. I'm going to take Extreme Burgundy on the lower lash line with you know, flat brush. Alright, so those are my two favorite eyeshadow palettes for the month. I'm going to do my mascara, liner off camera, powder the rest of my face because I forgot to do that, and put something on these lips, and we're going to come back for the final look. You're not at all, but I'm saying I'm about to talk. So if you talk, then you're gonna be heard.
I'm about to go then.
You about to go then. Hey, baby. All right, guys, here is the final look. So this is with the bronze palette. And then with the Divine Rose too. Very pretty. All right, you guys, so those are my favorites for the month of June. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and definitely comment below and let me know what your favorites were from the month of June. And if you want to see more content from me, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I will be talking to you guys very soon in my next video. See ya.